Yeah, because I don't look buff, but if it makes me look like I look buff, then I'm fine with that. I'll keep going.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Supplement Engineer channel. My name is Robert Chinetsky, and with me as always is my lovely sidekick, Sandy.
Hey!
Today we're going to be reviewing Performax Labs' new high-energy pre-workout, HyperMax Extreme. So, as we do with all of this, we're going to go over the ingredients, tell you, what each of the ingredients does, do a full way out of the tub. We're going to actually do a flavor test because we have 2 flavors in their pre-workouts. And then we're going to run this for about a week or so and then come back and you'll see us in different clothes and it'll be a different day. And through the magic of cinematography, we'll be there with the final review.
Yay!
So, kicking things off, it's going to be a 40-20 dosing protocol. Now, the way a lot of the pre-workouts these days are going is that 40 servings is 1 scoop and 20 servings is 2 scoops. So you really get 20 full servings in a product.
So I just want to double check this. You're saying 2 scoops is equivalent to a full serving?
Yes, 2 scoops is a full serving, which is going to give you mostly the efficacious, clinically validated doses of most of the ingredients.
Okay.
And usually a hell of a lot more stimulants too.
Question, why would I not do 2 scoops? Why would I just do 1 scoop?
If you're somebody that has a lower stimulant tolerance, as we get into this, you're gonna see there's a hell of a lot of caffeine in this. But stimulant tolerances, also people of smaller body frames, such as yourself, it's possible, while we know that 3 to 6 grams of citrulline is the acute dose that's going to give you the most benefits and enhance nitric oxide production, most of these studies are in well-trained men. Meaning females, since they're smaller, have a slightly different
metabolism?
Yeah, things of that nature. You could technically possibly maybe get away with a smaller dose.
We'll see.
So we'll see about that, but for the purposes of this, according to the literature, 3 to 6 grams is the study dose for citrulline.
Well, what does it have?
So in here, we've got, in a full 2 scoops, so 1 full serving, 2 scoops.
1 full serving, 2 scoops.
Is going to have 6 grams of L-citrulline, perfect dose on that. 1 gram of agmatine sulfate. Now, agmatine sulfate is an ingredient that plays defense for citrulline. So L-citrulline increases plasma arginine levels in the body, which is going to enhance nitric oxide production. Agmatine comes in from the back end and blocks arginase, which is the enzyme that degrades arginine and leads to reduced nitric oxide production in the body. So you're providing more of the fuel and removing some of the things that would bottleneck it. So you're getting, uninhibited, longer lasting nitric oxide production, better blood flow, better nutrient delivery, bigger muscle pumps.
I was about to say that. I was about to do this.
Exactly.
I think that means muscle pumps. I hear you. Keep going.
Perfect.
I'm with you.
We've also got 300 milligrams of the hottest new nitric oxide boosting ingredient on the market in Vaso-6.
Vaso-6.
Now, you can go and see my interviews on the Supplement Engineer podcast. I'll link those down below with Compound Solutions CEO Matt Titlow, as well as the creator and developer of Vaso-6 in Matt Nickerson. So if you really want to learn all of the ins and outs and all the nerdy shit that I really geek out to about this ingredient, go click down to those. But for intents and purposes, this ingredient creates a significant increase in nitric oxide production.
Which is buff.
Yes, which is, muscle swelling, enhanced blood flow, all the stuff we just said before.
Gotcha. So just lots of it.
Lots and lots and lots of it. So, okay, now we're going to move on to the Extreme Performance and Endurance Matrix. Leading off of that is 3.2 grams of Beta-Alanine. Now, Beta-Alanine is one of it's the tingle ones that makes people's face really itch. Some people really like that sensation, some people don't experience it at all, and some people absolutely hate it.
I don't like it.
Yes.
But if I have food in my belly, I don't notice it as much.
Correct. So good point. So if you're, somebody that gets not offended, but if you're sensitive to the Beta-Alanine tingles.
This guy.
Yeah, like her. Take some food with your pre-workout. Of course, that's going to dull some of the stimulatory qualities of it, but you don't have to deal with the annoying tingles in it. And then also to see, whether I think Beta-Alanine should be in pre-workouts or not, check the link down below. I've got a podcast I did with Court Cooper of Biohack Pharmaceuticals where we discussed the usefulness of Beta-Alanine in pre-workouts depending on the lifting population and maintenance dose and all that stuff. So without getting onto a tangent further about that, Beta-Alanine increases muscle carnosine levels. The reason that is important is because carnosine is an intracellular buffer. So as your muscles repeatedly contract, various amounts of metabolites accumulate in there, including lactate.
Yeah, it makes it thick.
Yeah, well, no, it increases the burn in your muscles, which is due to the decline in pH attributed to an increase in hydrogen ions.
Got it.
So when you increase the amount of carnosine that's in your muscle, you improve your body's ability to buffer those hydrogen ions out there.
Got it.
Prevent it from becoming too acidic too quickly, allowing you to, go longer, go harder, go faster, yada, yada, yada. So this is 3.2 grams, which is the clinical dose in most of the studies for maintaining your levels of saturation. Now, the maintenance or the saturation dose for beta-alanine is 179 grams. So at 3.2 grams, you know, it's going to take you upwards of 8 weeks or 56 days to get there.
Oh, it accumulates.
Right, yeah, so it's like creatine or betaine, which, speaking of betaine, that's our next ingredient. So the next dose in here, we have 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous.
Got it.
So betaine is a multifaceted kind of ingredient. It acts as an osmolyte similar to creatine in that it enhances cellular hydration and cell volumization, cellular swelling. So you kind of get some of those water-based pumps with betaine. But more importantly, it also acts as a methyl group donor in the body because betaine, it's also known as trimethylglycine, meaning it's a molecule of glycine with 3 methyl groups surrounding it.
Okay.
So what that does is that when you start to get an accumulation of homocysteine in the body, betaine will cleave off a methyl group, donate it to that, convert homocysteine to methionine, which the body can subsequently use to produce more creatine. So via the methylation of homocysteine, betaine enhances creatine production, which leads to increased power and increased strength.
Stop. I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. You're just saying that this thing helps creatine.
Yes, it helps your body produce more creatine. And and there's a few other studies showing that the 2.5 gram dose that's included in here has led to improvements in body composition, fat loss, lean muscle gains, power, and strength.
Okay, feeling good. I get it, I think.
So we're good. So moving on to the extreme focus and mood. This is the happy complex, as I like to call it. We've got 400 milligrams, which is a fairly sizable dose of beta-PEA. Which
that sounds like a lot.
It is. It's beta-PEA is a happy chemical.
Well, then put a lot in there.
Yeah, exactly. The issue with beta-PEA is that it lasts all of about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not good.
So you take it and, you know, it takes at a pre-workout. People will start to feel a pre-workout in about 15 minutes, but usually for the ingredients to reach peak saturation in your blood, you were looking at anywhere between 45 to 60 minutes. So by
the time I work out, I'm not happy anymore.
Yeah. But that's where the rest of the ingredients in the extreme happiness complex come in.
Okay.
We've got 250 milligrams of ergogenics extract.
That's still a lot.
Yes, which is a long-lasting PEA variant. So it's got a few methyl groups attached to it, which enhances its sustainability in the body, makes it harder for the body to break down and metabolize.
Okay, good.
So leads to longer-lasting euphoria.
So it works together with the 400 milligram thing to make me happier longer.
Yes, and that's where the third ingredient, the support ingredient, comes in. We've got 50 milligrams of Hortonian Hydrochloride, where Hortonine acts as an MAOB inhibitor in the body and noradrenaline reuptake inhibitor.
Okay, it inhibits something.
Yes. So, as an MAOB inhibitor, Hortonine comes and blocks the enzyme that would break down PEA.
Blocking the breakdown of PEA makes me happy.
Right. So
I don't want it broken down.
Right. So it will prolong the actions of PEA and the ergogenics in there.
Got it.
So, all right, the final blend in here is the extreme energy and drive complex, consisting of 1 gram of L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid that serves as the precursor to dopamine, adrenaline, and noradrenaline, 3 big-time neurotransmitters, motivation molecules, and catecholamines in the body.
So it helps those? No. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It provides the substrate, you know, the building blocks that your body uses to create dopamine.
I get it.
Okay. Next up, we've got 400 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous.
Ooh, that's a lot of caffeine.
That's a lot of caffeine.
That's too much for me.
Even for me, I'm usually in the ballpark of like 250 to 300 for most of my pre-workouts, and Sandy's like 150 to 200.
I might do a half a scoop.
Yeah, exactly. So
a full scoop as opposed to 2 scoops.
Yeah, you do 1 scoop, which is a half serving, 2 scoops, which is a full serving. So the cool thing about the pairing of L-tyrosine and caffeine anhydrous is that caffeine anhydrous, in addition to it being a central nervous stimulant, meaning it increases heart rate and, you know, energy levels and all that, it also increases the release of dopamine in the body. So we've got tyrosine, which is going to give your body more of the building blocks to produce more dopamine, and caffeine, which amps up the release of dopamine. So that coupled with the beta-PEA and the ergogenics, lots and lots of happy, feel-good chemicals going on with HyperMax Extreme. After that, we've got 50 milligrams of synephrine, which is an alkaloid present in bitter orange or citrus aurantium that enhances lipolysis in the body, so the breakdown of stored fatty acids from adipocytes or fat cells. You couple that with caffeine, which enhances fat oxidation. You've got increased fat burning with this, and potentially would help your body burn more fat during the workout, preserving glycogen stores for later in the workout when it's needed for the really, really intense final push. And then finally, we've got 2 milligrams of Rowolfia vomitoria.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It does.
Vomitoria.
Vomitoria.
It's awkward.
Yes. It doesn't make you vomit, trust me. This is an extract that contains alpha-yohimbine, which is an isomer of yohimbine hydrochloride, which is another popular stimulant in pre-workouts. The upside to alpha-yohimbine is that it's supposed to show, there's some studies indicating that it's got a little bit stronger binding affinity for the alpha-2 adrenergic receptors in the body.
Wait, why does that matter?
Fat cells have alpha and beta receptors, okay?
Sure.
To keep it simple, beta receptors enhance fat loss, alpha receptors block fat loss. As far as
I want more beta.
Yeah, you want to block the alpha receptors and activate the beta receptors, because when you activate the beta receptors, it kind of unlocks the fat cell, releases the fatty acids. When the alpha receptors are activated, it puts the body into nutrient storage mode.
So now, what does this do in regard to what
this will block
the alpha
receptors, and plus you've got the synephrine, which is a beta-2 agonist, so it's going to bind to the beta-2 receptors, increasing fat release.
Got it.
While you're blocking
the alphas.
Exactly.
Increasing the betas.
Correct. But the real reason it's in here, I'm sure, is to give you that extra added intensity and aggression, because alpha-yohimbine, at least for me, dials up the intensity and like the powerful kick that a pre-workout gives. So
I'm gonna be happy and kicking.
Yeah, you're gonna feel some probably added intensity and aggression when you're using this pre-workout.
Okay.
In addition to the euphoria from Rejoins.
I'm more of a euphoria kind of gal. You're more of an intensity, anger kind of worker.
Yes.
I like to be happy when I work out, but we'll see.
Right.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna run it, so we'll see.
Yeah. So we're gonna weigh the tubs out, do a flavor test, and be back. Okay. Okay, freshly sealed tub. Got the raspberry lemonade flavor here. We've got 8.5 grams per scoop. We've got 40 total scoops per container, which is going to give us 340 total grams of product.
340 grams, heard. Scooper.
Nice little scooper on top. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron. Okay.
Moment of
340.
truth. And I picked a big enough container this time.
Oh, we got extra, a lot extra.
Ooh.
There's not like one of those little bags in there, you know, like to make it. Oh, we still got extra.
You still get one extra scoop.
That's awesome. That's
so you're
really
getting 41 scoops in here instead of 40 scoops.
Thanks,
awesome.
Aaron.
Okay, now we're gonna weigh out. Okay, now we're gonna weigh out a single scoop. And I'm bringing out the microdosing scale since it says 8.5, and we know Sandy's.
I don't like decimal scoops. It confuses me. But if you have one of these tiny little scales, it's fine.
Okay, tear it out scale.
8.5.
Okay. Nice, even scoop.
Okay, it's a little big, but not that big. Huh?
Yeah, barely. I mean, it's 0.2 grams over, so. It's
pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
They're pretty
solid job on that, guys. Solid job. All right. Let's mix these up and do a flavor test.
What are the flavors again?
We have orange mango and raspberry lemonade.
I love raspberry lemonade, and I like mango a lot. I've recently learned that about myself.
Yeah.
Shake it, 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 shake it.
Okay.
Is it shaken enough?
Yeah, mixes up well. No issues.
Okay, because I don't want any powder.
Are there any artificial colors in here or anything?
I don't know.
Yes,
they look pretty colorful.
Citric acid, natural artificial flavors, sucralose, silicon dioxide, ACE-K, FDC, yellow number 5 for the orange mango, and red number 40 for the raspberry lemonade.
Aren't some people allergic to yellow number 5? Like in Doritos? Did I make that up?
I think you made that up.
I might have made that up.
Did you make that up with granola blend?
Let me just say,
nonsense?
I'm not the supplement engineer. I'm not smart.
I mean, today, with as weak as some people are and susceptible as the human race seems to just about everything, if you sneeze on somebody too hard, they might catch a coma and die. You know, so, yes.
We're doing orange mango first.
Okay. I don't know why I'm grabbing those.
I don't know why either. That's mine. You drink out of the shaker bottle, friends. Toast. Oh, it smells really good. Mango-y and tropical. Oh man, that's tart. Did I brush my teeth before this? I didn't. It tastes like I brushed my teeth before it. I'm sorry.
That's why we went with the high potency water
Put more water in
concentration
it.
first.
Put more water in it, please.
Okay.
We tried it with 4 ounces of water, which to be fair is not very much water at all. Oh my god. It's just really, it's really tart. Tart? Bitter? What's the word?
Alright, now we've got 6 ounces of water.
It tastes like you brush your teeth and drink orange juice.
Okay, we've got 1 scoop and 6 ounces of water.
Okay, 1 scoop in 6 ounces.
Yes.
Okay.
I give that oral.
Still smells good.
I really like it. I like it in the 4 ounces more, personally.
Oh my gosh, this is that thing again.
Where you have screwed up taste buds?
Oh God, no. He doesn't have, oh God. Okay, wait, this is important. Apparently, some people are born without the bitter gene, which means they don't taste bitter foods. This one right here, you could burn his toast and he's like, it's crunchy. He doesn't taste bitter. This is bitter. So if you don't have the bitter gene, bitter things like super dark coffee, super dark chocolate, those don't bother you, then this could potentially be your drink because you don't notice anything. You think it tastes good?
I enjoy it. I mean, it's got a little bit of the
You don't taste it. Don't pretend like
it.
you think. Don't pretend like just because I said it. You can't taste it.
It's got a little bit of a bite to it, but I've come to find that's synonymous with Performax's products. It's, you know, they're not super smooth on the flavoring. You still get a little bit of bite to it, but
if you do 4 ounces, you can just down it real fast because it sounds like a really good formula.
Yeah, the formula's stellar.
Smells good. I don't know why I'm looking at you.
That is tart. Tangy and tart. But good.
This one is really good going down, but the aftertaste is killing me. Put more water, please. Please, please. Oh, God, there it is. I just, like I said, it sounds like a magical elixir in regard to working out and everything. So I'm going to drink it and run it, obviously, to see how it affects me. I'm just going to drink it fast. Not a sipper. Not the orange mango. This one's better. The raspberry lemonade's better. I can't believe you think this one's worse.
No, I just like tropical flavors more than I like raspberry
okay.
lemonade.
Oh, no, there it is again. Yeah. So, oh, God. Pooh!
It's probably the beta PEA in here because that is just a very, very...
Is it necessary? Is that a necessary ingredient?
Yeah, because it gives you that euphoria. It's a very, very awful tasting ingredient, and it takes a hell of a lot of flavoring to cover it up, so... So
here's the thing. Basically, you gotta fight through the hard times to get to the good times, guys. That's what, it's life. It's a metaphor for life. I'm sorry, I'm not... Oh,
that's okay.
I'm about to go do leg day. Can you finish this?
Think fast. Alright guys, we're back. It's about a week and a half later since we did the initial filming on HyperMax Extreme. We've had a chance to run it several times now. I feel like I've got a really good grasp on the way it feels. Sandy, what was your experience with HyperMax?
Okay, great actually. So sometimes when I work out after work, after teaching all day, sometimes I don't feel like working out because I was teaching all day.
Dealing with obnoxious children.
But fortunately I take this and then out of nowhere I think, okay, let's work out. And that's actually a very good thing for me because sometimes I'll take a pre-workout and I think, yeah, no, I don't feel like it. But this one I actually did, and I worked out and I had an opportunity to stop and I thought, no, I'm gonna keep going. And so it gave me a positive boost that I needed to actually get through a workout when I didn't feel like working out. It's a big deal for me. I liked it.
Yeah. Very, very similar feel to FitMax, which is probably one of my favorite thermogenic fat-burning powders that I've ever tried. I'm not a big fat burner user, obviously, because I'm not big at all. But I usually will use them as a pre-workout, usually stacked with a non-stim pump product, because they usually have a lot of nootropics in there. It's a good solid energy feel. What I always liked about the original HyperMax is that I always got an extremely pronounced increase in mood and euphoria, which is from all the PEAs and ergogenics that are in there. I get the exact same vibe from HyperMax Extreme, and again, I don't need to use the full scoop. So the full scoop is 400 milligrams of caffeine, as we explained earlier. I found my sweet spot at about, I tried going just a half serving, so 1 scoop initially, and I wanted a little bit more energy, so I ended up going with 13.5 grams out of the 17 gram scoop, which is a little bit over 300 milligrams of caffeine. But it doesn't slam you in the face. It just gives you this very smooth, sustained increase in motivation and energy.
Yes.
But there is not that aggression. I like my pre-workouts sometimes on certain days to give me a very aggressive feel heading into the training session. I
don't. That's one thing we disagree on. And so in this case, because it doesn't do that, I think we agree.
Yeah. This has alpha yohimbine, which, you know, regular yohimbine I find gives me that aggression and that feel. Alpha yohimbine, when it's in pre-workouts, I don't find I get that as much of aggressive nature to me with it. But overall, you know, the pumps on it are good. You know, you get increased vascularity a lot.
Yeah.
That's obviously due to the Vaso-6, the citrulline, the agmatine trifecta that they have in there. Performance was great. Focus was great. I tend to work out first thing in the morning after I drop her off at work. I'll come back here, take a serving of pre-workout, go train, and then I don't need any other stimulants or nootropics or anything else for the rest of the day. I'm buzzing pretty well the rest of the day with everything. So, and obviously no crash. I didn't have any problem sleeping. Did you have problems sleeping since you took it late at night?
No, I did. I took it late. I took it at like 4:30.
So?
Yeah.
Well, probably right about that time. Yeah, 4:30. Probably around this time when we took it last week. So yeah, I have nothing but high marks to say for this. This is a great addition to the Performax line. I'm sad that FitMax is eventually being retired, but I think this is a worthy successor to HyperMax and definitely goes into the running for one of the strongest pre-workouts on the market right now.
I like it a lot. I really do. It does give you pumps. I use it as a motivator when I look at myself in the mirror and I'm working out. I think, look how buff I am, and it makes me keep going. Is that just me? I don't know.
Yeah, it works. Hey, if the ego boost from getting a pump helps you get a few more reps.
Yeah, because I don't look buff, but if it makes me look like I look buff, then I'm fine with that. Keep going.
All right, guys, so there's our thoughts on the new pre-workout HyperMax Extreme from Performax Labs. Thank you to Aaron and the crew out there for sending this to us. We really appreciate it. If you want more explanations on the differences between the OG HyperMax and HyperMax Extreme, head over to the Supplement Engineer website where I'll explain all that in much greater detail. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on the video. Thank you, share this, and we'll see you next time.